Hello Taurus, Elsie here to do your reading for the week ahead. How are you, my bull gang? I hope you are well. Thank you so much for clicking here. I appreciate you already. If you're someone who is brand new and you haven't yet been in the comments with us, I hope you'll decide to be there. Thank you for all the attention on my last video, y'all. And thank you so much for your thumbs up. I appreciate you helping this community grow. It's yours after all. All right, so let's take a look at the Sign of the Times Oracle. Let's start here. Find out what is up for the week ahead. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. My bull gang, I am your Taurus sister. It's in my sun sign. It is my sun sign, I should say. Yeah. All right, here we go. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Taurus energy for the week ahead, please, for the collective. This is going to be the August the 1st, right? It's going to be Monday. Yeah. It is. Here we go. One for Taurus. Sunflower. We've got action. And we've got abundance with the cowrie shell. The cowrie shells are the... It's like the winning of a lottery. It's like when someone blesses you with a cowrie shell. It was used to be used as a currency. Yeah. It used to be used as a currency, and so it does literally represent money. So it feels like you are there's about to be some abundant action that's going down here in the week ahead. It's action that is going to make you feel abundant. Let's look at this one. Power lines. It's abundant energy, my friends. It feels like a new energy is about to arrive. I've got the sunflower. Card number 4, card number 34, which is a 7. And I really love that because sunflowers, you know that if you live in a place where you have access to look at fields of sunflowers, you know that the sunflower always raises its face to the sun. And so it's kind of appropriate with the 7 for me as a reader is all about divine energy or divinity. It's a 7 like heaven. It's good luck. It's abundance. And then comes the cowrie shell, right? So we've got also a 7 here. Y'all, we've got 7 7s. You're about to hit the jackpot here. 2 7s. Just listening. There's 11 and a bit on here. So, yeah, it looks like there is some divine intervention coming for you in the week ahead. It feels like we've got 2 cards, number 7s. We've just got one other 7, and you've got the jackpot, right? So I think you're on the verge of something pretty wonderful, that it's going to feel abundant or make you feel rich. I feel like you've had your chin to the sky for a while, asking, where's mine? Or maybe just being grateful. You know, the sunflowers are in gratitude for the sun, right? Yeah. We've got realignment, interesting. Retreat and awakening. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have determination, perseverance, and self-discovery is the strength card here. We have realignment, retreat, and awakening. When I look at the sunflower, and now it looks like it could be a burst of energy, right? So this could be attached to the awakening and the realignment. Someone might be retreating right now. That could be you or whoever you've clicked here for. But it could be a job. It could be anything, right? Let's take a look a little bit further here. Let's hit it with some tarot. See what else is going on here. So I feel like there's a shift that's currently taking place, and right away Charlie in my clairvoyance shows me the card of the Between Worlds card from the Wisdom of the Oracle. If you don't know what that looks like, you can Google it, but it's like being half in the gray and half like on your way to the sunshine. That's what this feels like. It feels like the realignment is here. You've had a shift in perspective and feel clearer about whatever the abundance is here or whatever actions are to be taken here. It feels very positive. I don't like the word lucky. To me, lucky is too left to chance, and I don't believe anything's really left to chance. Time spent alone, reflection on past and current situations. So somebody here could have retreated. Maybe it's you or someone who's pulled away from you, but whoever this is, it looks like it is someone who is in a realization. We have 2 cards here that speak of a shift. Yeah, it says here, shift your perspective, and then it says a realization, shift, or discovery. Somebody is having some sort of a shift in their energy, in their attitude, in the way that they think. They're shifting. Something is going to be completely different than what it was. That could be you or them. Okay, let's see what the tarot says. Give us some energy, please, for Taurus for the week ahead. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. So I am recording this at the end of July, of course, but if you find it in the future, even if it's not in August, whenever you find this reading, it will be always something for the week ahead. It's always going to be predictions. Got some cards buckled here. Didn't expect. Maybe there's going to be things that you don't expect, because I was pretty sure I figured this all out before I got online, but okay. All right, let's do it. Look, there's another one. What's this one now? Temperance, have patience. Wow, really? All right, patience. No, there's another one yet, y'all. We're shuffling these for 5 minutes while I prayed here. Okay, eyes are closed. I guess that's the problem. All right. So yeah, I'm off track. Here we are, getting back on track. Okay, Taurus. We've got the moon. Oh, and a realignment of whatever has been hiding in the moon energy. Whatever has been cloudy to you is going to become clear. There is a shift, and there will be a shift in your perspective, one that you didn't see coming. Like maybe you had already made up your mind about that pair of shoes, and you're like, no, I don't need the pair of shoes. They're too expensive. I'm not going to do them. And then you shut down the website, and maybe those shoes come through your feed on Facebook a couple years later, and you're like, you know what? Maybe I do deserve those shoes. You've had a change in perspective for some reason, because you've gained some sort of sense of clarity. There's a realignment that's taken place here, and it could be about how you feel about someone, because we're looking at Cancer and Piscean energy. You retreated because you couldn't really, you didn't have a perspective on the situation. So whether it was you that retreated or they did, somebody pulled back to get the broad viewed lens, the wide lens shot. Yeah, I'm a photographer, and so that's totally what that's all about. Gaining clarity and being able to get it all in the same shot. I feel as though somebody pulled back and couldn't really see the situation for what it was, and therefore couldn't make a decision. Her eyes are covered, right? Somebody didn't want to see it for what it was. That person was the one that retreated. So that person needed time alone and to reflect on the past, and find out what why you or they cannot make this decision. Somebody had to pull back so they could get clarity of the whole area rather than just one little perspective. Ace of Pentacles, an awakening, a realization or shift in discovery. The Ace of Pentacles is in the reverse. In the awakening, I feel like someone has a realization that money is not all of it. Money's not everything. It's good to have the path. You must have the abundance. We should always work toward being better and more if that's what we want, right? And it feels like the awakening is a realization or a shift in the mindset, or maybe the awakening, brings a realization that it's great to have money that'll change your life. But, the truth of the matter is, in the awakening, is that it doesn't really matter as much as I thought it did in the end. Maybe I'm putting too much emphasis on that. It also could be somebody who, in the future, is in the midst or a realization of noticing their own worth. So possibly the Ace of Pentacles was, I wasn't really putting any energy toward it because I didn't believe there would ever be anything called an awakening coming for me. And in the awakening, I feel that you realize that you haven't really, you've undervalued yourself. We have the Queen of Cups. We have the King of Wands and the Hanged Man. Interesting. We've got the Six of Pentacles. So I feel like for some of you, you are dealing with Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. We do have also the King who has showed up here, who is Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. We have Cancer and Piscean energy here. The shift in perspective, I feel, if it's your perspective, it feels like you are coming to a realization that maybe you have deeper feelings for someone than you were willing to admit because you were stuck in the Two of Swords. Could be them, could be you. Take it as it resonates. It feels as though whoever couldn't make the decision or whoever can't make the decision in the week ahead is someone who feels that they've sacrificed a lot already. I'm not willing to sacrifice anything else. Someone is stuck in the feeling of, how come I'm always the one that has to surrender or sacrifice? Or it feels like there's it feels like the realignment is somebody who realizes they have deeper feelings for someone than they thought. And the other person is someone who had to pull away or pull back to get clarity with the wide lens angle. Somebody who is looking for, okay, I see this story, but where's the part come where I have to do all the sacrificing? That's what this feels like. And I don't want to have it be a repeat of the darkness I had to live in the past. It's like somebody's looking for the fine print. If you take off this this blindfold, you might see it, right? But it's almost as if somebody doesn't want to see the situation for what it is. And I feel like this person is sort of making, they're sort of looking this way. Their eyes are covered, but looking at, feeling the moon energy, possibly feeling like, I got hurt back there. Why would I want to do that to myself again? At some point, I'm going to always be the one who's expected to do the surrendering or expected to make the sacrifices. For some of you, the awakening may be taking place with someone who is the King of Wands, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. Why is the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse? Just listening. What I want to say is this feels like someone who's external to you. It feels like this is a personality, could be fiery sort of personality, someone who's impulsive, very smoldery, sexy kind of, wisdom makes them sexy and all the things they've been through makes them sexy. But I feel like it's like either for some of you in your awakening, you've realized that you really don't want to invest here in this King of Wands. The awakening is clarity that the Ace of Pentacles is in the reverse. There's nothing of value here. Interesting. But you're going to give them reciprocity because you've been worried about getting your justice here. Because it's been silent between you. Okay. So I feel like this person is coming to you. It feels like this is someone that either hasn't invested in you or you haven't invested in. I'm unclear right now as to whether the king has had the awakening or this is your awakening, Taurus, to say, maybe I don't want to invest here. Maybe this person's just into passion and I'm going to be the one who's going to be expected to do all the sacrificing in this relationship. Because, and maybe you failed to see the situation as it was before now. Knight of Swords. Worried about whether this person has other people. If they just want to make you one of the harem, or if they want to, if they're interested in investing. Because at this point, I don't think that you know. Either you're not investing or they aren't. Let's take a little bit of clarification here. Taurus, please, for the week ahead. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Because what's hiding in the Moon energy here is the Queen of Cups. It's very deep feelings. Very deep feelings for this King of Wands. I mean, to the point where it feels like, I don't know if this is feminine or masculine, take your place on the board, but I feel like regardless, that it feels like this energy, the primarily feminine energy, feels really doting, like really sort of want to take care of this person. Like I wish well for them and I want to make sure that all is well for them. But it feels like, the Queen of Cups on her own, if she hasn't learned all the lessons to be the Empress, on her own, she will get easily depleted if she's the only one that's doing the sacrificing or perceives that as such. I think that's why the Two of Swords is here. It's like you're going to pull back on a situation, Taurus, and you're going to think, you know what, this one is hot. That one I like having in my energy. We have fun together. We laugh. But I feel like you're wondering if this person's going to want you to sacrifice yourself too. And I say too because I think that's what's hiding in the Moon energy. That every time you get into some sort of deep feeling for somebody, they end up making a workhorse out of you. Whether that's money or around the house or whatever it is. That you're the one that does all the sacrificing and they're the one who kind of has the freedom to do whatever they want. So we have the Ace of Wands here. We have the Justice card. We have the Sun. And the Three of Pentacles. So you know this King. Yeah, you do. This King could be a Leo. I'm just saying that because I got double confirmation for Leo here. But we have Pisces and Scorpio, Cancer energies as well. I feel like you're incredibly attracted to this person and you do know that you want this path of passion. I think that you do, but I think you're also scared of it. I think you're scared of it because although this person is probably going to reciprocate your feelings, I feel like you're not really sure if this person is dating other people or not. It doesn't mean you won't get reciprocity. It means that they'll be reciprocal with you, but understand they're being reciprocal with others in the same way. And I don't know if they are, but that's my feeling. We have Libra energy here and Leo energy, by the way. I feel like you are going to make the decision that's best for you because I think you're done people pleasing. Now, the fact that you've even taken the time to pull away from this Taurus to make sure that you can see all the details with clarity. It's the first thing that they teach you in photography school, where I went, and that is to make sure that you're looking at the perimeter twice and the center once. It's kind of like when someone is building something and they say measure twice, cut once, right? It's kind of like look around the outside of the frame to make sure nothing crazy is going on around the outside. And that's the energy I'm getting here with the Two of Swords. So it feels like with this retreat and the Two of Swords, it's like I've pulled back so I can get some clarity on whether or not I feel that I'm going to be the one who is going to have to surrender all the time, or if I'm going to have to be the one who does the sacrificing. I feel like there is a breakthrough in a thought pattern, breakthrough, awakening, right? A realization and a shift in discovery here. I feel like there's been really no communication between you and the king. I've got 4 pentacles here, and one of those is in the reverse. The 3 of Pentacles makes me think that you already know the king, that you have some sort of 3-pentacled relationship, like maybe you're friends or friends of friends, and that you know each other in the pentacle world, but it's really never grown past the 3rd pentacle. Never past seeing you at a party, you know, making conversation when I see you at a social place, and that's it. I feel like you're about to see this king for who he or she really is. Feminine or masculine, I think when the sun's here, you can't hide from it. I feel like you're going to get some sort of clarity. You're going to see the king for who they are. And maybe the king, you know, I'm thinking of the Wizard of Oz when the wizard was caught behind the curtain, and then he started saying, don't pay any attention to the person behind the curtain. It feels like the King of Wands and the sun is here. It feels like you're really going to see this person for who they are. And once you do, you're going to have to make some type of decision about what to do, because there's no way that you can hide from the sun. Nothing hides from the sun. But also, I want to say that the king is a new king, that this king is going through a lot of lessons and is growing up a lot really quickly. I feel like this person has been going through financial things. They've been going through personal upgrades, financial, spiritual. I feel like this person has been quiet with you because there's a lot of things going on in their world, and not necessarily because they don't want to talk to you. I feel like they're going through an awakening. I feel like this person, this king here, is now realize that the Ace of Pentacles is in the reverse. Maybe that's how they made you feel. It's a realization, the sun is. This is my friend. Why am I treating them this way? You could be someone who's a friend with benefits, who you have a friend that you're very passionate for. Okay, let's look at the week ahead, the challenge for the week ahead, and then we'll go into the extended because there's more questions here than answers. Yes, if you want us to be pulled apart, we haven't even looked at the action that's coming with the sunflower. That's going to be beautiful and spectacular, right? We've got the sun. They both look like the sun, right? We're going to clarify all that stuff and talk more about the friend. Tell me about the challenge for the week ahead. Challenge for the week ahead is the Magician. Do you have all the tools to do what you want to accomplish? I feel as though this is the reckoning that you're going through in the week ahead. The decision needs to be made about, am I confident about where I've grown to here? I have all the aces in my hand. I am the Magician. Am I confident that maybe this is my manifestation I'm seeing right here? I think you're about to see the King of Wands for who they are. We'll talk about that more in the extension. The Wheel of Fortune's involved. I'm telling you, it's going to get good. Okay, I'm going to go for now. Love you guys. Thank you so much for coming here and clicking. I appreciate you always. Bye-bye.